So let's bring you into the game with me, and we can have a look at what we're going to do this week. Which button do I press? Hold on. Oh, my cat's going to start making noise. Hold on, let me sort the cat out first. I'll be back in a second. There we go. Cat sorted. He was shut in my studio here with me, and he would have started scratching at the doors to get out. He'll probably still do that anyway, but... Okay, so we press this button here, and that does this. There we go. Hello everybody, I'm El Bristow, this is Ellitopia Gaming. Welcome back to KSP Live. We are now up to... what would this be? Episode 13 or episode 14? I don't remember. One of those. If you're watching this on YouTube for the rerun bit, read the description underneath, because that'll tell you for sure. I've got something on my glasses. Hang on. Ah, there you are. Okay. So, what did we do last week? Except coughing. We were playing around. We did some docking last week, I believe. Oh, look. Everything's in the same place at the moment. Our space station and our Pico probe are in the same place. But yes, let's have a look, see how our space station is doing at the moment. Come here. Fly, my pretty. I have my BB-8 t-shirt on today. BB-8. Oh, I've still got that cough though. So yes, here is our space station, which does not have a shuttle attached at the moment. We have Katrine and Pirate Robert Kerman aboard. How much life support do they have left? 185 days worth of life support is available to them. Are they gathering science at the moment? They are researching. They are researching at 0.1142 science per day. Yeah, we could do with getting them some more data, but that's not easy to do. We could take some data up with us, I suppose, couldn't we? With a shuttle, and they'll be gathering science at a somewhat quicker rate. But there we go. Our space station is operational, and it's looking very good. And we docked with it last week with its underbelly docking port. And well. What should we do this week? I think, if I remember rightly, we had some interesting contracts being offered to us at the end of last week's stream. Let's have a look at what we've got down here. We've got nothing active, have we? Oh. Map 5 asteroids endangering Kerbin with a Sentinel infrared telescope. We're still doing that one. My screen's just gone black. Oh no, it's come back. Did that do anything for you guys? No, I don't think it did it? That was strange. Why did it do that? So we're getting an offer here for build a new orbital station around Kerbin. Build a new station that has an antenna, a docking port, can generate power, support 5 Kerbals, has a research lab, and can maintain stability. Now we've already done that once, which is a bit strange. I don't know why it's offering for us to do that again. Build a new surface outpost on the Mun. That would be an interesting one to do. Build a new outpost that has an antenna, has a docking port, and can generate power. Have a facility supporting at least 5 Kerbals. Have a research lab. Maintain stability for 10 seconds. So we could have a look at some kind of moon station, or we could head perhaps to Duna or Ike with the Explore Duna and Explore Ike missions. Which do we think we should do. We also got a couple of Minmus contracts we could do. Plant a flag on Minmus. Conduct an orbital survey. Yeah, that's an easy one. Telescope, irradiance, solar particle, magnetometer. Low orbit, high orbit, low orbit, high orbit. I think we've got all of those on one of our probes already. That would be some easy money. That would be some easy money. I think I'm going to do that. See if we can do that one quickly. So that's right. Telescope, irradiance, solar particle, magnetometer. Let's check what we've got orbiting Minmus. We need to do 3 of those, don't we? I don't know if we're going to have 3 of those on these guys. Mighty Minnie Mouse 3. Could you land your current station on the moon? Ooh, could you land your current station on the moon? Now there's a question. I have no idea. What do we have in there? Nothing really. We have a thermometer and a thing. So that doesn't really have, that doesn't help us, that one. So what about the one we landed on Minmus the other day? If we switch to that. A space base. Another star, well, we could do the other starbase mission. What did we have on this one? This one's got the irradiance scan. What's it got in here? It's got the telescope. Doesn't have either of the others that we need. Irradiance, telescope. What were the other 2? Solar particles we haven't got. And I don't remember what the other one was. So we don't have a craft that has 3 of the 4 on it. So we might have to... We'd have to launch another one to do that one, I think. We've got 900,000 funds. See, an orbital station will be quite easy for us because we've already got the design. And if we were clever, we could launch it kind of at the same, in the same place as the existing one, and then dock them together once we've completed the contract. Maybe. I think we might try that. That's quite an interesting challenge, actually. So, if we have a look at that, we've got... Right, let's bring the existing space station around a bit to say here. So we'll be ready to launch once we've rolled out a new craft. Because even if we do this wrong, it doesn't really matter, because we just got to get it in orbit. We know it fulfills all the requirements. So if we load this... now, the question is, what did we call it? Because it would have been S05E13, I believe. We're in episode 13 today. That's been made clear by what we had saved there. There we go. There's the S05E13, which was the first launcher of the previous space station plane. So we can't call it that. It would be the S05E13 one for episode 13. What did we need to take with us? I mean, we don't need this on this one, do we? Oh, we need to be able to support 5 Kerbals, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 we can support. We don't need to take 9. We don't need to be able to support 9. So what I'm thinking is, if we detach the cupola module... Come on. Oh, let's click the right thing. If we detach the cupola module... like so. And then reattach that onto there. That gives us support for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is what we need. Have a research lab. Yeah, put it in orbit. So that's about it. That's all it's asking for. So, oh, I keep doing that. Okay, so let's bring that down. That makes it considerably lighter. Means it will be easier for us to launch. I mean, look at these thrust away. That's fantastic. I never noticed that the wings were on the side. They weren't. Hold on, what's going on there? The wings are wonky. Right, come here, you, and rotate around to there. Thank you very much. That's more like it. Are I going to add science equipment? Well, now that we've saved all that weight for the cupola module, then yes, we can. Have we unlocked the larger utility bay yet? Container for parts. Not utility bay, service bay. That's what I meant. No, we have not. We have not got the larger service base, so we'll have to attach science things to the outside. We've got plenty of space to do that though, so let's not do it to the underside, because if we did ever try and actually land this thing, then that will be quite important. So if we go for a thermometer there. Thermometer there, lovely. I'm going to put loads of stuff that we don't really need on it. A Gorsat. Now that is the one that needs to be in high orbit, isn't it? Using cavity radiometers can only be used from high orbit. So we could make this a high orbit station, which would be over 250 kilometers. That would certainly be interesting. Magnetometer boom. Should we stick that on the nose? Right on the nose. There we go. It's got a magnetometer nose. Multispectral imaging platform. We don't really need that, so we'll put it on there anyway. There you go. It's got an eye on the top now. Mystery goo. Always got to have mystery goo. Let's have a couple of mystery goos. One there. One there. Telescope. Why not? Oh, not like that, because yeah, let's have it facing backwards, actually. Because actually all that stuff's going to move out of the way, isn't it, eventually? Yeah, okay. Barometer. Barometer can go up here as well, I suppose. We're not going to use it. But we could take the barometer. If we take a barometer reading on the ground. Hey. If I unfold that, does that... Ooh. It's not... it's clipping slightly, isn't it? Let's move it down a little bit. And then put them back in. There we go. So we've got a solar collector as well. The rest of those are on the surface. Science Junior... can't really get away with taking that because it doesn't really fit. So there we go. We've got plenty of thrust on this thing, so we're not going to have any trouble getting it up there. We should have plenty of delta V on it as well. So it's literally just a case of launching it and getting it into orbit. And I'm going to try and get it into orbit near the existing space station, but I probably won't. So don't hold me to that. I haven't put parachutes on any of these stages, have I? So they won't get recovered. Shall we do that? Let's put some parachutes. Parachutes. There we go. So go 1, 2, 3. I didn't have it on thingamawhatsit mode. There we go. One like that. One like that. One like that. One like that. Woo, not like that. One there. One there. And that should hopefully copy those onto there. Yes, good. Now we need to set all of these to 0.55 so that they don't burn up in the atmosphere. There we go, 0.55. 0.55. 0.55. 0.55. 0.55. 0.55. It's actually not so that they don't burn up in the atmosphere, because they won't burn up in the atmosphere. What they will do is rip off in the atmosphere if we open them too early. There we go. So they're all set to 0.55 atmos before they will deploy. Now let's make sure they're all attached to the right stages, because clearly they're not. So the first stage to be deployed will be this outer stage here. So we need this one. That one. And... whoops. That one. There we go. Then the next stage to go, for some reason, is the center stage. I don't know why I did it quite like that. Which one feeds the middle then? Hold on a moment. This one feeds the center. Oh, right, I'm reading that wrong. The solids go first. I haven't put any chutes on the solids. That was a bit stupid. Right. There we go. Right. So let's actually do this correctly this time. So the next stage to detach isn't highlighting here because it's up here. Right. The next stage to detach is the center stage. Then that's that one, and then they are all on that one. Right. So let's move those up there, and those up there, and those up there. They are the ones I just put on the solids, so they need to come down here. Then this stage is this one here. So we need... Hold on, what's going on there? Why have we only got... Why is there only one parachute? Oh, I see, because the other one's the other side. Okay. So that one comes to here, as does that one. Then those two, which I didn't click properly, come down here as well. And then those two come down here. Next stage to go is this one here. So these come down with that stage, and they come down with that stage, and they come down with that stage. Didn't the solids outlast the first liquid stage last time? You could be right there. I think you're right. I think they did. So we need to move that up there. Yeah. And actually, we need to set those to 0.55 as well. Okay. I think we have all that staging correct. That stage there, I think we were in space when we let that go last time. So there's not much point us... There's not much point us putting parachutes on that one. If that's not the case, then... Oh well, we've only lost one stage. And then we've got hundreds and hundreds of parachutes for re-entry. Why do we have parachutes on the... that's upside down. Okay. Let's... Let's grab that. Spin it right the way around. That's more like it. Okay, we now have hundreds and hundreds of parachutes on the correct side of the craft. We probably don't need those two in the middle together. There we go. Save a little bit of weight there. Not a lot. Right. Actually, we're not going to be able to dock this with the other station because we haven't put any RCS or anything else that might be useful on it. So we're going to have to... We'll just take this straight up and we'll put this into orbit, into a higher orbit, and see what we can do to generate some science. So, this is the S05E13-1. We are going to save it. We are going to check who's coming with us, because we don't need all three coming with us. Dallas, you can stay behind. Bob and Jelly, you are coming with us in the cockpit. Save that, and we are heading out to the launch pad. Let's see if this thing will fly. The last one did, so I don't see why this one won't. Can anyone give me a count of how many viewers YouTube is saying that we have? Because I never actually look at the live page. I only have the pop-out chat, so I don't see how many people are actually viewing. I can see how many people are active in the chat. Yeah, view active users, which is 1. That's not right, because I can see at least 5 people in the chat history at myself. So yeah, if someone could let me know how many people are viewing, that would be very cool. So here we go. Here we are on the launch pad with the S05E13-1. First launch of episode 13 of season 5. If you would like to sponsor a launch so that we name the craft after, well, something that you choose to name it, and you can add your own Kerbal and add your own flag and things like that, head over to our funding pages, which you will find at streamtip.com/t/elbristow and patreon.com/Ellitopia, and you can contribute over there. I have updated the spiel on the Patreon page to reflect the discussion that we had last week about being able to name a craft every month if you are a monthly subscriber. And I've accepted that proposal, and I've updated the Patreon page accordingly. Apparently we have 0 viewers. That's not great. We don't have 0 viewers because one of the viewers has told me that we have 0 viewers. So I think there might be a bug there somewhere. Yes. So if you would like to sponsor a mission, sponsor part of our space program, then head over to patreon.com and you can do so. Or stream tip if you'd want to do so on a one-off basis. So here we go. We have Bob Kerman and Jelly Kerman. Jelly being one of our sponsored Kerbals. Thank you to the jellyfish for that. And we have our SAS on. We have our throttle at 100%. We can see the moon. We are going to launch in 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, bit of lag there. But we are away. Ooh, slowly. That's surprising, actually. I thought it would be faster than that. Smoke plumes. Well, it is faster than the previous time we launched this kind of craft. Some nice Z fighting there with the smoke trails. That's some hefty flameage behind the rocket there. Seems to weigh a bit. Damn it, Jelly. Yep, someone's been packing in the donuts. Just can't get the staff these days. Okay, the solids are outburning the liquids this time, which is strange. I don't know why it's different this time to how it was last time. Pretty sure one of the stages did outburn the solids before. We're going to start our turn. Slowly. Solids are nearly ready to go. Ah, yes, the wobbliness. I forgot about that. There go the solids. And their chutes. Lovely. Whoa! Nice bit of spin on that. Correct it, please. Whoop-a. Oh, dear. This thing is a bit hard to control. Oh dear. We're going everywhere. Okay, we're going for a slightly different mission. This mission is called Don't Kill the Kerbals. Good either. What did we lose? Lost some engines. Lost some more engines. Okay. Time to see if this thing can do an emergency landing. We have 2 wings on the back of it. We are dropping pretty fast. Did I have a pilot in the craft last time? That's quite possible. I don't think this engine is going to be good enough to slow us down. Let's see if we can nosedive to gain some control and then use our aerodynamics to nose up a bit. We have some wheels on this thing. We did give it wheels. Here they are. We haven't tested them. This thing actually... Whoa, this thing... Well, will quite happily flip around doing somersaults. Where's it going? Where is it going? Come back. The controls are messed up. I'm thinking it's parachute time. There we go. Save the Kerbals, save the sciencey stuff. All that lot had parachutes on it, so that lot should be okay. Is it going to slow us down enough? By Jove, I think it is. Okay, so that was kind of a close call. And is some excellent evidence to the fact that this thing is not suitable as a landing plane. Mind you, the parachutes have slowed it down quite nicely. So we have... As long as we have an element of control, then we will be okay. Should we choose to dismount the station that we do have in orbit. We can also run lots of science experiments. Log the magnetometer data. Oh yeah, we've got to do it on the ground. Okay. Well, let's let this thing drift down. Did my phone make a noise in my pocket while I was doing all that? I think it did, didn't it? Be quiet. Go away. Yeah. Let's speed up time, shall we? What went bang? Nothing here. We're okay. Lots of our parts are coming down to land, but I think we'll be okay. Oh, that one went bang. Okay, so those parachutes were insufficient as well. Okay. Ready? There we go. Nice safe landing. Excellent. Okay, so let's put the brakes on. Don't roll around, please. If we log the magnetometer data, we can't put it in the sciencey thing. Or can we? Actually, if we move the, where's the crew hatch? This is always the challenge, isn't it? There we go. Crew hatch. Transfer you to there. Please. Please. Transfer, please. Stupid Bob. Oops. Come on, Bob. Crew hatch. Transfer Bob to there. There we go. Crew hatch. Transfer Jelly to there. And then if we zoom out a bit, it won't let me do the science experiments while they're in the cockpit, in the science bay. That's interesting. What a pain. Lots of things going bang. Those parachutes clearly didn't do their jobs. So we need someone in there. So we do need 3 people to operate this thing because... Right, I tell you what. Let's... Can I toggle this back in? No, I can't. Okay, so Jelly... You crew hatch transfer back to the cockpit so we can toggle that back in. Let's take the brakes off. And let's see if we can go back to the Space Center with this thing. This thing has like 0 flying ability. Going for a land speed record. Except we're not, because this thing's heavy and slow. Slow down. Oh, okay, slow down a bit too much. Boing, boing, boing. Boing. So if we hold on, if we wait here, brake, put the brakes on, and then we'll toggle the magnetometer. We'll log visual observations. No, we can't do that one. Okay, mystery goo. Huzzah! Processing lab module, 0 data. Why would that give me 0 data? Let's keep it for the moment. One of these. Toggle the scanners. You can log magnetometer data. Why 0 data? I don't understand. Keep the data. Log irradiance scan. No, can I do that in high orbit? Okay. Temperature. Keep that. Barometer. Keep that. Why are they all saying 0? I don't understand. Log. Oh, toggle the imager. Well, that's not going to work, is it? Electric charge is running out. Really? Ah, okay, so this isn't going to work at all, is it? Oh well, at least we're going to get to gather some science. Yeah, that won't let me log anything with it. No. Okay. What else did we bring? Solar particle collector. We aren't going to be able to do that, are we? Okay. Oh well. Okay, so that didn't work, and now we know it doesn't. Recover the vessel, we at least get the science that was on there. And we can recover some of the bits that didn't go bang. There we go, 10.5 science. Not terrible. Was a bit of a waste of money. Let's recover that. Recover that. Recover that. Recover this one over here. Recover this one. We're back to over 900,000. So we didn't lose too much on that. It might be 0 because I'm on Kerbin. I might have to take it to space to actually get anything from processing it in the science lab. So it would have been nice if the launch had actually been successful. But it wasn't. So there we go. Now, the issue that we had was stability related. We've got SAS and we've got reaction wheels in the cockpit and we've got wings on this thing. So I'm not 100% sure why it had such a problem with stability. I think we just needed to stay straighter. Aerodynamically, I think it's okay. So I don't know. It should have been okay. So maybe it was just the fact that we didn't have a decent pilot on board. Although we had SAS. So the SAS should have been fine. Should have kept it fine. I think maybe we just need to relaunch it and try again and be a bit more careful. Save it. How much does it cost us? 146,000, and yet we only lost about 6. That's not too bad. So let's launch it. Let's try this again. Because I'm sure we can actually get this thing to launch okay. Okie dokie. So, we're back on the launch pad. I forgot to change the name of it to the Dash 2. Never mind. So it's still the Dash 1. This is the first launch we did. Yes, you imagined that was a simulation, the previous launch. It didn't really happen. SAS is on, throttles up to 100%. We still have Jelly and Bob. Let's see if we can make this one a bit more successful in 3, 2, 1. The 3 on board to get it to function, I can get round if we're in space, because I can get out and do an EVA to actually activate all the things and get all the science into the science bay. So that's okay. When we were on the ground or in flight or something, we can't EVA as easily. So no, we can get round having 3 people if we actually get it into space. So let's carefully start a bit of a turn. I mean, this thing is heavy. Whoa! This is some really strange responses to the input. This craft. Getting ready to dump the solids. There they go. What? Okay. We didn't change the stages around. That was not particularly clever. I now don't think we've got enough delta V to do what we want to do. Watch them do loop-the-loops underneath us. That's fun. Okay, so note to self, change staging. This may not be a high orbit craft in the end, after all. We're not actually gaining speed. Now we are. Now we're gaining speed. Oh, we have. What? What's going on? The staging is all wrong. It's all completely wrong. Oh no. These engines are out of fuel and they didn't stage off and... So, another failure this will be. I'm fairly sure we now don't have enough delta V to get, like, even to space. Forget orbit. We are gaining speed, but not nearly fast enough. Engines and things are all kind of going around all over the place behind us. Look a bit like an X-wing from that view. This is not going to be a good launch. Why was the staging so wrong? All the wrong engines were coming off. Yeah, we're going to be reaching our apo soon. This is kind of at this stage, a passenger firework. At 40,000 now. We aren't going to have enough fuel, are we? If we do have enough fuel, then I'll be very surprised. I've got the app up here. What am I looking at that for? Yeah. Whoa, that goes bang. Now we have this piddly little silly engine, which has a lot of delta V in it, but I don't know that it's really got the thrust in it that we need. I mean, we're going to get to space, just. The question is, can we actually get to orbit? I think we might do it. I think we might actually get this thing to orbit. It really has not been the launch I was going for. We've recovered all of those. Apo's at 72. We're still kind of pushing it away from us. We are approaching the Apo slowly, but only very slowly. So the question now is, can we pull the Perry out of the ground? Now, we're now in space. So can we actually get this thing into orbit? At this stage, I don't really care what altitude it's at. Totally missed that one, didn't we? We're pushing our Apo away now that we're in space. I think we might actually get this thing into orbit. That's going up to 85 now, so up towards 85. This is at 115. It would be nice if we could push our Apo into high orbit. Goes. Watch it go. And here comes our Perry. We are actually getting into orbit. So let's get our Apo outside 250. Let's go for like 300. Alright, 318. We're in orbit. We're going to a high altitude. If we can maintain stability... Stage destroyed? Which one did we lose? Oh, the one that didn't have a parachute on it. We have actually completed the contracts. Let's get rid of all of these stage recovered things. And there it is. We have finished construction of a new orbital station around Kerbin. 95,450 funds, 17 science, and 17 reputation. I really didn't think we were going to do that then. So let's speed up time. Let's take this thing to a high orbit. And stabilise it in said high orbit. Around 300,000-ish. Okay. Slow that down. Let's bring this... Look at the agility of this thing as well. This is in space, and this thing's flying around doing acrobatics easily. So 1 minute until we get there. So let's... Whoa, there we go. So let's push the Perry up. So we're at... This is at 318 at the moment, so we're going to stop it somewhere near there. $311, plays $321. I'm happy with that. If I point groundward... No. Where would it be? Hold on. Yeah, it would be groundward. If I point groundward now... We can even that out a bit. There we go. 313 plays 319. That is a stable, high orbit space station with return fuel And solar panels and stuff, because we need those. Let's have the solar panels facing the sun. Look at that. So now we can gather all of this sciencey stuff. So let's go toggle. 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 Then we'll go log that. Doesn't give us anything. Okay, reset. Log that. Gets us 12, but we can't... Ah, right. Reset. So let's put someone... Who's our scientist? Bob's our scientist, isn't he? So let's go for the... Where's the crew hatch? Hang on. Crew hatch, Bob. Transfer to the science bay. And if I now log the data, I get +9 data. There we go. +9 data for that. That's getting processed. But then we can reset it. Log the imaging data there. +15 data. Let's grab that. Let's log the irradiance scan for another 22 data. This station's going to be giving us a lot more science than the other one is. Do I have to wait for... I have to wait for the other one, do I? Hold on. That one's done. Oh, it started doing that one already. Okay. Then we can actually transmit that data, because that's worth 12 to us. Using the power pretty quickly here. And what was this worth? Oh, I think we've just transmitted that, haven't we? That's the one that we are processing. Yeah, the irradiance scan. Okay, so we'll keep that. That's the one we just did as well, isn't it? Yeah. So, come on, hurry up and process. I want to do more science things. We can actually do a crew report and probably process that as well, yeah, for another... Oh, that's the irradiance scan, so let's reset that. We'll go for another 9 science for a crew report. Sorry, another 9 data for a crew report, not 9 science, and we can reset that. Mystery goo, observe. And that's worth another 19 data. Lots and lots of data. Oh, I need to toggle the shutter on that. Mystery goo, we can reset that. It's not going to be worth anything. Another 11 from the telescope, which I think I've now just closed. I think I did toggle it open. Oh look, it's kind of sunk into the SAS module. Yeah, let's open that back up. There we go. Let's see, what else have we got? Thermometer. Log the temperature. Yeah, that's worth 15 data. Oh, go away. Stop interrupting me. 15. Process that. Fantastic. And we can transmit that one as well, I think. Oh no, okay. Reset. Barometer. Log. Nope, can't do the barometer. Okay, it drew the line at the barometer. Let's go for the solar collectors. Collect. 15 data from that. Anything else we've got? EVA, let's get an EVA. Come on, Jelly, give us an EVA. Whoa! RCS is on. Whoops. Come on, RCS is on. Come on. Ah. Whoa. Come on, down you come. Down you come. Oof. That was scary. Well, he can get an EVA for sure. Keep it. Yeah. So, we've got all the science from everything else, haven't we? So if we put him in the science bay now, we can just start sciencing with what we've got, can't we? Yes, yes we can is the answer to that. So, bazonk, bazonk. In we come. Grab. Board. Let's just... Why can't I review the data? Okay, this is weird. I've got 2 people in the processing lab. And I can't activate the researching. Because I need someone in the pilot seat to say, start researching. If I do transfer crew like that, that didn't work last time, did it? So if I go jelly in there, it worked this time. Okay. So now, if I go to this and go, hold on, review data. There we go, it's another 15 for that. We've got 115 data. It means we're earning 0.38. So we're going to have 0.4 science a day. Is that right? 0.43 science a day. That's pretty fantastic. So he can say, start research, and it's going to go, I can't. Oh, it can? Can it? I thought we needed 2 people in the science bay. Well, let's crew hatch it up, shall we? It shows me the crew hatch in some really weird places. Jelly into there. So just in case, we've put him in there. So we are researching. We have 0.001 science. We have 2 space stations in orbit, one with considerably more scientific data to process than the other. If we have a look at the map, they are, well, at the moment they're opposite sides of the planet, but there we go. We did the contract, we earned lots of money, and we're now going to hopefully earn lots and lots of science. We've earned some by transmitting it back. Not bad. Not bad. Good job, Jelly and Bob. Hey, that rhymes. Back to the Space Center we go. Let's find out where our standing is after that resounding success-ish. Resounding, probably not the right word. 881,913 funds left. Obviously, we still have the option to recover the craft that's in space. Our reputation has crept up to around 40%, and our science is at 49.8 now. Oh, so we're not doing bad. We're not doing bad. Test the VTOL engine orbiting Mun. That's very specific. Test AEFF1 Airstream Protective Shell at the launch site. That's some pretty easy money. Orbital spacewalk near Minmus. Surface outpost on the moon. Conducted generic surveys. Laser ablation on the surface at Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, and Epsilon. There's a lot of science there. We should have that's a rover job, though, isn't it? We haven't actually unlocked any rover parts yet, I don't believe. Let's have a look. Where are the rover parts? They're like right up here somewhere, aren't they? That's automation. Okay. Drone core. Planetary landing control. Interesting. Electronics. No. High power electrics. Unmanned tech. Where's all the probe parts then? Field science. Ah, there we go. Field science. So that's in the 300 range. Surface analyzer. Planetary service bay. Heat-resistant service bay ideal for protecting delicate instruments or stowing small service components such as RCS tanks, batteries, etc. This one is perfectly fitted for the K&K Planetary product line. Okay. Well, I'm not too sure what route we should be taking next, if I'm quite honest. We could do a bit of playing around with planes. A bit. I don't think we've got anything. That's the VTOL. That's an intake. It's a VTOL wing. I'd like to play around with the VTOLs and see if we could do a VTOL wing. Some kind of VTOL plane, but we don't have a contract to actually try it out. Aha! Do we have anything on Kerbin that we can try a VTOL out on? No. Not really. Airstream protective shell. Let's test the airstream protective shell at the launch site, but we'll do it on a plane. And we'll try and make a VTOL plane with the added ability of testing the airstream protective shell, which is a fairing, obviously. Let's see, for a VTOL, let's go for the pointy cockpit. Actually, we're going to need a pilot for that, aren't we? Unless we stick a probe on it as well. Can we actually do that? That's a probe core. Something with SAS. So that one has SAS on it, but it's a rather large cockpit for a VTOL. We can take the spare parts out of it, and we can reduce the food, water and oxygen in it. Could we build a VTOL out of that? I wonder. No, we could do NCS adapter. It's the nose cone. See, if we did something like that and flipped it around the other way. What did you miss? We launched a space station. We're just doing a. Which one do we have to do? Is it the 2.5 meter? We're just doing a quick contract, like an on the launch site contract. 1.25 meter. Okay, so it's this one. I really don't need that at all, but there we go. So then if we go for the VTOL wings, where's the VTOL wings? We have unlocked them, haven't we? Oh, have we not unlocked them? I thought we had. Are they not? Are they under command and control? No. Where are they then? They're not in. Maybe they're in structure. Or are they in engines? Ah, there they are. The VTOL wings. Let's have 2 of those. Let's go center of mass, center of thrust, center of lift. The center of lift is down there. Center of thrust is going that way. How is that going that way? Because that's better. Right. So we want to bring this forward. And then then flip. Yeah, now they're both on reverse thrust. Okay, so normal thrust. No. Alright, come on. Work with me here, will you? This wants to be here somewhere. That's normal thrust. Then this one wants to be... Ah, right. Take them off. New wings, right. Okay, like that. And you're on reverse thrust, which means the thrust is now pointing downwards at the centre of gravity. Perfect. And we've got that behind us. This is just liquid fuel, that's good. We don't need air intakes for those, do we? I don't think so. Spin them around. There we go. Right. Why are these all the wrong way round? Oh, because that's a nose cone, isn't it, that I'm trying to attach everything to. Oh, well. Right. So, we need some kind of forward thrust, don't we? Which I guess is kind of where that engine comes into play, doesn't it? That's the Weasley. That's the basic jet, which is tiny. So if I stick the Weasley on there... Why won't it let me... Ah. There we go. So we've now got a Weasley engine hidden inside the protective shell, which is what we're supposed to be... we're supposed to be testing. So then if we get some wheels... Spin that around that way. Point these downwards. Activate steering on this one. Now we're going to need action groups on this, aren't we? But I don't think we've unlocked them. So that's going to be fun. How do we do that? Hold on a moment. How do I activate them? They're not in the list of engines that I can activate. That's a bit strange. Right, this is going to be the S05E13 one. Sorry, no. We need some. We need a designation for planes. So it's going to be P2. Because it's the second. Oh, 2P. There we go. 2P. There we go. It's a plane. It's season 5, episode 13, second launch, and it's a plane. I don't think we've got anyone stupid enough that would want to fly it, but there we go. Dallas Kerman is going to go in the cockpit. We're going to save it and take it out to the runway and see if this thing actually, well, does anything. I don't think this is going to do anything at all, but we've got to test the fairing anyway on the launch site. Ah, that'll be why I couldn't activate the engines. The wings are not attached. But I can still control them. Now that is interesting. This could make for an interesting flight. I've got a feeling we aren't going to be flying this. Let's do the whole run the test on these. I don't have a run the test on these. Okay. There we go. We got the contract on that one. 9,200 funds. 1 science, 1 reputation. Let's recover this vessel and work out why those wings just fell off. Because I'm pretty sure, fairly sure, they're not supposed to do that. So, thank you very much. Yes, we've recovered all that. Let's go in here. I should upgrade this, really, if I'm going to start using it. So that we can at least use action groups. Okay. Those wings are attached. I'm pretty sure those wings are attached, but I think they're attached to that thing, which is technically a nose cone. Yeah. So why am I pressing all the wrong buttons? There we go. So if I do that, if I do centre of mass, centre of thrust, centre of lift again, the centre of thrust is now in the completely wrong place. We don't need the fairing now. Centre of thrust shifts backwards slightly when I add that engine. So what we want to do is actually use the offset tool to fix it. Goodness me, that's ugly as anything, isn't it? Let's use the offset tool to move it in a bit for a start and move it back a bit, and then we'll use the rotate tool to spin it around a bit. And that offset tool again. Why can't I select it? No? Not gonna let me. Okay. So I can offset that, but I can't offset that anymore. Okay. This has just got totally confused now, hasn't it? Well, let's see what that does. Now that they're technically attached to the actual cockpit, I'll tell you what, we could actually do with some elevons on this, I think, couldn't we? for when it is in the air. Have we only got those ones? Could do with the small ones. Because they're just going to clip in the wings, aren't they? Could do that. Not ideal. Nah, forget that. This thing's not going to fly anyway, is it? Let's save this, take this out to the launch. I still don't see how I'm supposed to activate those. Very strange. Wonder if they'll just fall off again. Yep. Why are they doing that? Why are the wings falling off? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Why would the wings fall off? They look pretty attached to me. Oh wow, okay. They are a lot more complicated than I thought they were. Let's not. Yeah. Maybe let's not. What about if we try a different kind of VTOL? Like something like a propeller. Like this. Oops. Ah, you can't attach the propeller to a wing. Oh, that's harsh. What about that one? Oh, that's just craziness. I mean, that is a VTOL engine. With these, you get a toggle VTOL and they slide down like that. But can't attach anything to them. So for them, we would need some kind of engine mounts. Oh, that's the VTOL lifter section. Right, okay. I want to build a VTOL, so we're going to build a VTOL, okay? We're going to go with a cockpit. We're going to go with a VTOL lifter section and some fuel, which will hopefully try and keep the centre of mass, there we go, near the VTOL engine. so that when we activate the lifter section, the VTOL, the centre of thrust, is pretty much on the centre of mass. That's good. And then we have some wings. Any wings, really. Let's go for a swept wing. Just because they're huge and we can. And then somehow we'll attach the other VTOL engine to the swept wing. Not like that, we won't. Yeah, that won't work, will it? We need like an engine mount. Where's the engine mounts? Structural. So if I toggle the VTOL on those. Oh, both of them preferably. No, they're too far back. Okay. Still too far back, unless we pull the centre of gravity back, which we could do by adding more fuel. Hey, look at that, that's directly over it now. And then we need some kind of landing legs or wheels. Wheels probably aren't going to work very well. So, landing legs maybe. I suppose we could use those kind of wheels, couldn't we? Do something like that. Oh, they're kind of wonkadonk. Why can't I select parts to do rotating and things? It's very frustrating. I can select that one. I can select that. I can't select the wheel. I can do offset. I don't want offset. I want rotate. Pain. Close enough. I don't know what I'm going to do at the front. What could we do at the front? Something that doesn't look too ridiculous. What do I pull? Right, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's put, not that, no, not that. Let's put a Weasley on the back. Which will pull the centre of mass back a bit. Which means we can... Yeah, that's clearly what I want, isn't it? There we go. Something like that. So those wheels are now ridiculously placed. And then we need a wheel at the front. If I use a large wheel. Are they anything like the same height? Not really, are they? Shouldn't really matter with a VTOL though. Right, got to iterate the number. Let's just see what we get with this first of all, shall we? We're not going to have SAS, are we? Yeah, why would I want the lifter section separate? Thank you very much. What are they? Oh, they can detach. Okay, I don't want them being able to detach. There we go. Just dump the engines off. Yeah, great idea. Actually, we don't want the oxidizer in there either, do we? And that's going to shift the weight forward. Right, we'll leave the oxidizer in just for weight balancing. We're not going to have SAS, so we need something that can give us SAS, which would be like a probe. How ridiculous looking. How perfect for Kerbal Space Program. Let's toggle that. Toggle that. Toggle that. They're not on an action group, are they? That's going to be fun. That's going to be really fun. Okay. Let's save this and take it out to the launch pad. This could be the end of a Kerbal. Can you do a rocket car and see how fast you can get it to go? I can. Not sure that I'm going to. We've done sort of rocket car type things in the past. They don't often turn out very well. Okay, so this is an extremely weird looking craft. Let's have the brakes on. Let's have the SAS that we do have. Let's turn the throttle off. Let's activate the... There you go. The VTOL lift section. Toggle VTOL. Toggle VTOL. That's going to kill us, isn't it? Let's see if it even takes off, shall we? Well, it takes off. It's nosing forwards a bit too much for my liking. Oh dear. Ah, well, the Kerbal survived. The fuel tank didn't. Success! Yeah. So it all lifted forward as we launched, which means there's too much weight at the front. So we need to shift it forwards. We can shift the weight. We can shift the thrust forward. Right, hold on. Need to shift the thrust. No, need to shift the thrust backwards. And the weight backwards. Right, we can do that easily because we can just move the wings. Aha! That was the wrong building. That's the building I want. Okay, so if we go for the offset tool and do that, do it carefully, we'll do centre of mass, centre of thrust, and we'll move this back. Is that right? No, it's not, is it? Because if we move the thrust back... Right, we need to move this forward. Yeah. Let's try that. Let's take that out there. Okay. I think if I was going to call this anything... Why is there a little bit of light there? If I was going to call this anything, I think I would call it the Dragonfly. Because it kind of looks like one. Toggle VTOL. SASO. Activate the VTOL lift section. Activate the 2 VTOL engines. And now we're going the other way. We are up in the air. We're kind of going sideways. Whoa! Going a bit fast. Okay, I'm not very good at controlling VTOLs. Why is our weight shifting to one side all the time? Go forwards. Come on. Uh-oh. This is not a good situation. Yeah. Not a good situation, that one. Can we land on the wheel and survive? Oh, look at that. What a landing. So yeah, I'm not very good at flying VTOLs. Can you tell? Recover the vessel. Maybe VTOLs are not my thing. Any of that debris still recoverable? No. Okay, so it's recovered everything. Okay, so that's wasted a fair bit of funds. Let's not waste too many more. How are we doing contract-wise? Let's go and have a look at how that solar satellite's doing. Oh look, we've got a... Is that a drilling contract? That'll be interesting, maybe. Yeah, let's go and see how our solar satellite's doing. Because it's supposed to be finding extraplanetary objects for us. Threat scanning is the job of this craft. Let's make sure it's got. There we go. Make sure it's got plenty of solar. That is one lucky Kerbal. I'm quite amazed, really, that it survived. So if we speed up time with this thing... Oh, we're being offered a different... We're being offered a different contract here. Oh. Didn't really actually want to do that, did I? Yeah, I can't track objects yet. We haven't got that science yet. That was stupid. I can't remember how many threats that satellite has detected. But it looks like we're being offered a contract to change its orbit. No. No, we're not. Conduct generic surveys of Minmus. Plant flag. Orbital spacewalk. Generic surveys of Kerbin. Laser ablation. Study core samples. Laser ablation. On Kerbin. Okay, we could do that with a plane, couldn't we? In fact, we could do that with a plane. Laser ablation reading, core samples, and more laser ablation readings. I'm accepting that. We almost built a plane that would fly. Planes I can do. VTOLs I can't. Don't forget to check the space labs for life support. Yeah, they had loads and loads of life support. And it will warn us if they're getting low, so we can deorbit or send them a shuttle or something. So... Whoops. So if we need a plane, who are you going to call? We could do an electric prop. There we go. Jet fuel. Whoa, that's a big one. There we go. That's a not quite so big one. Plenty of jet fuel. And we'll take a Weasley. There we go. That is all, yeah, just plain liquid fuel. Good, good. wings. Should we go for high wings on this one? Wing connector. Wing connector, wing connector, wing connector. I just want wing. I think wing connector is what we want though. Let's go for that. Yeah. So we'll have those. We'll put them up here. Something like that. Because then we can put fuel under there and stick some more engines on there. And it will be awesome! Stick some swept wings on the end of them. Be a nice gliding plane. Centre of mass, centre of thrust, centre of lift. Okay, a bit far forward then. Like so. Should make it pretty stable, that. Elevons. Come on. There we go. Tail. Use an R8 for the tail. And we will need some wheels. Wheels are going to be tricky on a construction like this, but let's go. Let's have some more fuel tanks. Jet fuel, yeah. No, not the big one, the little one. And let's tweak the placement of those. Actually quite want them there, do I? Let's have them so that they're not right in front of the elevons. There we go. And then we need some air intakes on them, so let's go for the circular intakes. Or do we want the... No, they're the tiny ones, yeah. Let's go for circular intakes. More Weasleys. That's about it, I think. Let's have some wheels. No, not the heavy wheels. We don't need the heavy wheels. Let's turn these all off. Nice. Unlock steering on that one. This should fly pretty well, actually. Let's have some struts to stabilise the wings. Let's go for... Nice. Cross brace the top of the wings. In the wings. Well, centre of thrust, centre of mass, centre of lift. Centre of lift is behind the centre of mass. Centre of thrust didn't turn on. Centre of thrust is in the centre, going through the centre of thrust. So that all looks good. I think that would actually fly, don't you? So let's put the sciencey things on it that we need. They want core samples, so we need a core drill, I'm assuming. So if I put that there, if I then systems check it, what does it do? Pops down like that. Okay, so that works for me. Like that. Systems check. Down it goes. Just above the surface it will be, and then it will drill down into the surface. Lovely. So that takes core samples for us. We might as well take other sciencey things with us. In fact, probably need a communotron anyway. Only one though. Tell you what, let's put it by the tail. There we go. We need a laser ablation imager. Now that one's slightly trickier. Oh, we don't need two core samplers. Just the one, thank you. If we systems check that, oh yeah, it'll fire under the plane. Excellent. That works for me. We've got a core drill sample thing. We've got a laser ablation thing. Surface scanning module? Hey, why not? Does that one do a system check or anything? No? Okay. So let's put that under here. Nice. Might as well take the usuals. Barometer and thermometer. Where's the thermometer gone? There it is. And I guess really we need to take solar panels. Go. Oops. Plenty of solar panels. There are batteries in the thing, but shall we take some extra batteries just in case? Let's take some batteries just in case. Stick them to the underside of the wings. There we go. I think that looks alright actually. That doesn't look like too bad a plane. It's probably the most normal thing I've ever built. Normal looking. So, now we don't have a pilot. He's an engineer. Probably not the best candidate. Oh, we've got to give this a name. I just saved it. S05E13-3P. 3P already exists. Okay, cancel that. It'll have to be 4P then. I think I did 3P. Save. So yeah, Dallas is an engineer. Engineer, not the best. No, not a launch. Engineer's not the best kind of person to take with us, so we are going to need to hire another Kerbal. Now this could be a bit expensive. We don't have a sponsored Kerbal currently, unless anyone has made a $1 donation via StreamTip this evening. Let's have a look. I don't think so. That's not giving me any information at all. Oh, because I need to sign in. Okay. Already signed into this one. Okay, so we've got no new patrons over on the Patreon site. Once this is finally actually signed into StreamTip, I can tell you if we've had any StreamTip contributions this evening. There was an error signing you in. Why was there an error signing me in? Authorise. That's better. Right. Okay, yeah. So no new tips via StreamTip this evening either. So we're going to have to afford a Kerbal off our own merit. Oh, it's only 79,500. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. We need a pilot. We've got Sanzi, a lady pilot. We have Summer, a lady pilot. We have 2 lady pilots. Not very courageous, pretty stupid. Very courageous, also very stupid. Summer looks like the candidate for us. So there we go. We are hiring Summer as our pilot. If you would like to sponsor Summer and rename her, then you can do that via StreamTip. A $1 contribution. And we'll actually get the $79,500 back if you specifically want to sponsor Summer. Right, so let's put Summer in the pilot seat of this craft. Out you come, in you go. Save it, and we'll take this out to the runway. Ooh. Spaceplane hangar can't support over 30 parts. How many parts have we got? 46. Ouch. Okay. We need to upgrade the spaceplane hangar. I just spat on my keyboard. Let's upgrade the spaceplane hangar. We're spending all of this hard-earned cash now. But this is good. We need to spend this money. Here we go. 225,000 funds. Gives us basic action groups and 255 parts available. We're down to 506,000. And we've got a nice looking spaceplane hangar now. Oh. Nicer looking spaceplane hangar. It's odd, actually. It looks like the textures haven't loaded properly, but I think that's supposed to be lights inside. So let's go into the spaceplane hangar. So we can now build up to 255 parts, which is good. And Summer's still there, so we're taking her out to the runway in the S05E13-4P. Let's see if this thing flies, shall we? It probably won't. Mind you, it should have a fairly decent amount of lift to it, actually. So, let's cut the thrust first of all, put the SAS on, and activate the engines. Have we got steering on this wheel? Did I activate the steering on this wheel? I did. Good. Let's go to the map. We need to be flying east-ish. We're going to activate that navigation there. What way do we take off then? We take off east, don't we? Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, so let's whack the thrust to 100% and see what we get. Will it fly? We've got very, very small elevons on this thing. Well, the atmosphere doesn't like us. This thing doesn't like us at all, really. It takes off. We've got very, very little control over it because the elevons are so tiny. And we don't have much in the way of thrust vectoring. Let's put the wheels in. We're going way too fast, so let's slow this down. Doesn't say. It's not showing us our air intake. That's interesting. Why not? Does it not know we have any air intake? Strange. Okay. 274 meters a second. We're no longer being shredded by the atmosphere. Let's see what kind of altitude we can get with this thing, because I have very little control over the nose. It'll probably glide really, really well, but I mean, I'm not touching the controls at all at the moment. Increase the speed. I want us to go up. I want the nose up so that we gain altitude, like, at all. I should have maybe put some R8s on the wingtips or something. So we've got quite a long way to go. Ideally, we want to be travelling faster and higher. Fair bit of resistance from the atmosphere the faster we go, but now that we've we've gained a little bit of altitude, we should be okay. I don't think these engines are really powerful enough to give us too much of a problem here. 300 metres a second. 301 metres a second, thereabouts. 300, okay, we're losing speed as we gain altitude, but that's understandable. So, if we time warp, what happens? Our nose dips. Okay, let's avoid that. So we're travelling at 4 times speed now. Uh-oh. Let's regain control over that. Just tweaking our direction slightly to bring us nearer to the target. Yeah, it's quite a way. Even at 4 times speed. Oh, why is our nose down? Oh, because I looked at the map and I was supposed to be holding up. Aha! Our nose is now pointing up in a much more up direction. The atmosphere is definitely stopping us from... Yeah, we should have had more elevons. Or the R8s or whatever, you know. This could be a long flight. I think what I might do is set this down on this plot of land over here as we come to it. And we'll use the opportunity to recover the vessel and we'll put some elevons on it, and I think we might fly this mission next week instead, because this is quite a long journey and if we can't do it at altitude it's going to take quite some time. You can just see the land coming up on the horizon. Parachutes on this thing either. Come out of time warp mode. Yeah, if I let go of the controls, this thing nosedives. If I cut the engines, how much does this thing nosedive? do we just glide down? No, we nosedive. Quite a lot without thrust. Bring the nose back up, please. Wheels down. I do want to be going down. I do want to be losing altitude, whilst at the same time losing speed. I can reverse thrust on these, can't I? Yeah, but I don't really want to. Let's cut the engines. Shut down those two. And put the thrust back on. Just in the centre engine. And then when necessary we can switch that to reverse thrust. My screen's gone black again. Oh, it's back. That's weird. Diving again, come on. Bring that nose up. We're nose diving towards a large hill. Going to turn, I think. Oh dear. Not the best design, I'm afraid. We lost that pilot. I don't even remember her name. So I think, yeah, the issue that we had, we needed more lift on this thing. And something like R8s on the wingtips would have done it. More elevons would have done it, would have helped rather, wouldn't necessarily have actually fixed the problem. I don't know. What else would have done it? I don't know. More control, like SAS type thing. More reaction wheels? I don't know. I really don't know. If I move those forward a bit, we might get a little bit more. We might be able to get some air under the nose a bit more on the runway. Right. I'm just going to try and launch. I'm just going to try and let this thing take off. See if it takes off a bit easier. See if it's a bit easier to control. I know we haven't got a pilot. I'm not going to do it with a pilot. We'll try it with Dallas. We'll just see if it will take off. If it doesn't, then maybe we'll water land it or something like that. Okay. Back on the runway. We now have more stuff to do lift with. Why are they going the other way? That's a bit weird. They're going the other way to everything else. Don't have SAS. Okay, of course we don't. Full thrust. Activate the engines. Surely that will make us... that will stop us from taking off, won't it? Hey, it took off. Like, actual taking off. That's not bad. To the island. SAS. I was about to say the SAS isn't doing a very good job of keeping the nose out. We haven't got SAS. So can we get this thing over to the runway and land it again? Talk about responsive. See, my nose is still not coming up. still turning. So it still doesn't have the right amount of lift that we need. Get to the runway, am I? This thing's not turning nearly as fast as I need it to. Dangerous. Just about survived that one though. Right, this is not the plane that we want, is it? This does not have the amount of control that we need. So we need a jet. We need a decent jet. So I'll have to come up with something for next week, I think. Keep the nose up. That's my problem. I'm just nosediving all the time. No, that's not the right one. Okay, so that's really not a good plane design. Not at all. Oh look, world's first. What did we get a world's first for? We've discovered an abandoned island airfield on Kerbin, 4,800 funds and one reputation. I think we may have lost that reputation pretty quickly. So we lost 2 Kerbals. That plane was not a good design. Not a good plane design. So we'll come back to that another time, I think. We are going to need some more Kerbals. We are going to need a new pilot as a very minimum. So I would very much appreciate if anyone out there is able to offer a contribution via streamtip.com or patreon.com to sponsor one of our Kerbals. You will get to name your Kerbal, and that Kerbal... you get to pick the career of that Kerbal. Ideally, we kind of want a pilot, but it is up to you what career you want that Kerbal to be. Although that might mean that I need to tweak the name slightly because it kind of the career kind of gets picked as a calculation from the name, which is a bit strange. So pick the name of your Kerbal, and hopefully we'll get a pilot, basically. To do that, you can head over to streamtip.com/t/lbristow and donate just $1. or you can do the same at patreon.com/Ellitopia and donate $1 a month, and you will be, well, you'll be rewarded equally. So, I think that is going to be the end of our stream for this evening. Thank you for watching, everybody. It's not been a massively successful stream, although we did put a new space station in orbit, which was very successful. We have now upgraded the spaceplane hangar. We've unlocked some new parts that we hadn't yet purchased. We haven't unlocked any new tech. But there we go. We did lose 2 Kerbals. We did not successfully build a plane. But space station, yeah, we put another space station in orbit, in high orbit as well. So thank you for watching, guys. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you get notifications when we go live next, and indeed when we upload new videos to our YouTube channel. If you've enjoyed watching this, if you're watching this on the rerun on the YouTube channel, then don't forget to hit the like button and leave us a comment to let us know what you think, and if you have any suggestions for where we can take this career from this point onwards. Thank you for watching, guys. I've been El Bristow. You've been watching Ellitopia Gaming. Don't forget to support the indies, and I'll see you next time.